And Schofield, a ball three. Admiral Schofield has given Tennessee the lead. Schofield for three.
Schofield, such a solid player, plays in the shadow of Williams. But you ask Rick Barnes, he's a total all-around player, team player. He was not happy with their performance against Kentucky. He thought they were too selfish. They didn't play within the realm of the team.
This one is going a tough shot by Schofield.
Warm-ups as well. This has become the kind of Tennessee tradition. It's how they finish the warm-ups. They call finish it off. It's a different guy every game, and today it was Admiral Schofield slamming it down at the finish there. They love it.
Hello and welcome to the Stat Nerd Draft Report. Today we're going to be looking at Admiral Schofield, senior wing out of Tennessee. First, let's see how his shot form looks.
Here's Schofield from the top, and he gets the day started with a three. National championship at the end of the year. Admiral Schofield, a pull-up three. Come on, Admiral.
Rebound won by Pons. Here is Schofield. First shot of the game.
Schofield had nearly a quarter of his possessions come in spot-up opportunities and finished in the 80th percentile. He shot 39% from deep for his college career, improving each season. Outside of a very slight hip rotation, it's hard to criticize his shot.
Williams had it knocked out of his hands. Bowden, Jordan on the spot. Schofield did not realize at first just how alone he was. Schofield from the corner, good ball movement. That is more like the Tennessee down to Kyle Alexander.
He is capable of hitting both corner and above the break threes, with the line is more of a formality rather than where he is actually lining up.
Schofield, big three is down for the
Here, Schofield sizes up the defense and doesn't let the contest bother him.
Schofield with the three.
Schofield creates a scoring opportunity for himself with the pin down score.
to the answer. Schofield, yes!
Next, he runs a pick and pop with excellent footwork.
Schofield. He hits another. What a game for Admiral Schofield.
There's no question he's the PT period today.
Here's the pass back. Admiral Schofield, a three.
Schofield is capable of scoring coming off screens, but he does need to continue to improve in that area. He has added a pull-up to his game, which he didn't have a couple years ago.
Schofield, they kick it ahead to him, picks up right where he left off. Shooter's touch.
The distance Schofield struggles with the most is long twos, which I don't expect to be part of his game at the next level.
Admiral Schofield with a soft touch from just beyond the free throw line. How much better does Admiral Schofield continue to get?
That's a D2 from Admiral Schofield. Admiral Schofield, the top puller. He is such an elite level leader. Schofield elevating and delivering.
Here, Schofield opens up a pull-up lane with a jab step. He is really strong in triple threat.
Schofield mid-range jumper is good.
It's tough to see him taking these pull-ups with significant volume at the next level, but with further improvement, it could happen, particularly in low shot clock situations.
You know, that's the shot all of analytics tells you not to take.
Well, now all of a sudden Kentucky is the force we expected them to be. Schofield from the free throw line will. He's being guarded by Travis. Here comes Schofield off the screen. Elevates and knocks it down. 8 to shoot.
Schofield.
He's been tough all day.
He's got another mid-range too.
He's been tough all day shooting.
And now we're going to get to some of the times where he forced the mid-range, which won't fly at the next level.
Gets it back. Jumper over Vic. I don't know why he wants to settle for a jump.
There is way too much time on the shot clock to be taking some of these shots when they are available later in the clock.
Schofield. Baseline jumper, Schofield way too strong.
Now let's look at his ability to get to the rim, where his strength in the triple threat makes him somewhat of a tough cover.
Option number one again is Schofield. Admiral Schofield answers.
Now they move it around with 20 on the shot clock. Schofield.
Schofield sizing up Washington. Gets it off the glass and good. Tough runner there by Admiral. Would be a nice step in that direction. A long way to go though in the season still. Kentucky is really fighting for the screens. Another terrific drive by Admiral Schofield.
Coming off screens, he is more comfortable going to the rim rather than shooting from deep at this point. Here we see Schofield just power through harps to get to the bucket.
Turn inside to Schofield. Got a pump fake. And went with his left.
Coming off the screen, Schofield sees his man go over, and he decides to attack the rim, getting to the charity stripe. Another aspect of his off-ball movement is basket cuts. Here he sets his man up with a fake dribble handoff.
Good cut. And it goes in for Schofield.
Very intelligent move by Williams here, setting the brush screen, which Schofield capitalizes on. And here's a look at that first backdoor cut again.
Gets on the high side. They're in the corner now. Looks like a handoff. Instead, he cuts the other way and goes right to the basket.
Schofield saw a slight uptick in his assists this season, but that was probably most attributable to greater time spent on the perimeter.
Tennessee needs something right here. Schofield, great pass, and a two-handed flush.
Senior guarded by a freshman. Beautiful pass, and Turner reverses it in.
Here, Schofield finds the cutters off lax defense and confusion caused by screens, but he can get himself in trouble with pre-planned passes rather than reading the defense, as we see when the defense helps off the corner on this play to disrupt the pass. Finishing in the 68th percentile around the rim for his career isn't poor by any means, but the length at the next level will give him some trouble with a relatively low reach. His athleticism will help him make up for some of that, though. Schofield's post-ups will likely be a much rarer sighting in the NBA, but he can exploit smaller players there when given the opportunity.
Let's go 1-1. Schofield. Nice shot fake. Leans in. Gets it to go. What's Tennessee's weakness? I don't know. I really don't know. Solid defensively. Good offensive. Admiral Schofield powers his way inside. Too strong.
Out of here in Louisville. Bone and Schofield. Eifert guarding Schofield. Schofield gives it up. Alexander. No, the putback. Yes! There's too many good people involved.
Here he makes the unselfish pass that gets swung around for an open shot. It doesn't result in a made basket, but the process is more important than the result. Of course, just like his mid-range pull-ups, he has some tough, questionable shots from the post too early in the shot clock. If this is a shot coming with 5 seconds left on the clock, it becomes more palatable.
Has he put him away? It's tough to come in here and play. I've seen teams come in here and kind of doing it.
His tenacity on the offensive boards is an intriguing part of his skill set and obviously makes PJ Tucker comparisons even easier to envision. Here he is at half court as Williams shoots the ball, and he's able to steal an extra possession for his team after the miss.
has 4 fouls, so he is on the bench for a little while as Admiral Schofield way off, chases down his own miss, and then gets the roll.
Bone around that Kyle Alexander screen down low.
Alexander for 3.
What a rebound.
And Schofield has a chance for 3.
What a rebound. He just wedged KJ Lawson under the basket. And Lawson couldn't foul him hard enough. Look how he just wedges him right out of position.
His move to the perimeter has decreased his opportunities on the offensive glass, but when he has a size mismatch in the paint, he knows how to exploit it, and he is constantly looking for garbage duty on the court. So let's check this play out again. Here we have a picture-perfect setup for the offensive rebound. Schofield rises to give himself this lane, then he uses his backside to carve out space underneath the rim, securing an extra possession for his team.
Look at the hustle. That's the leadership that Tennessee has.
Looking at Schofield's career defensive play type distribution, his ability to guard isolation stands out. Digging deeper into spot ups, we see that he doesn't have a glaring weakness in what will continue to be his most defended play type. No real highlight here, just good fundamental defense preventing dribble penetration. He keeps his body in front of the ball handler with textbook sliding. When Alexander steps up to help, Schofield quickly finds his man to prevent the dump off. Schofield stays above the three-point line here on the pick and roll coverage, then recovers to his man on the roll. Then on the second pick and roll, we see a harder hedge from Schofield with the screen set closer to the three-point line, and another successful recovery. With the game on the line, Schofield is able to deflect the post-entry pass off the front with 2 seconds in the game. Then the very next play, the Jayhawks go at him again, and he again plays great defense. He isn't hesitant to put his body on the line for his team. Excellent job staying in front of the driver and beating him to the spot for the charge.
I wrote the obvious stuff. I'm telling you, there's no secrets at all there.
No insights, nothing. No, like to get up and go.
Here, Schofield just puts his big frame in the right spot on the court and puts his hands up, which is all it takes sometimes.
Ball screen slip action, then ball screen here. Bob for Richards, and Schofield broke it up only to see Much Jr.
A great example of verticality on this Carson Edwards drive.
Edwards goes to the right. Edwards has
Even though Clark is able to score on this drive, the help defense by Schofield made it a significantly harder finish. Good contest by Schofield on Hachimura here to seal the win. Here we see Schofield's quick hands. He only averaged 1.5 steals per 100 on his career, but Tennessee played a conservative scheme that didn't prioritize gambling. One of the weaknesses of a zone is boxing out, and Schofield is beat for positioning here. He's able to get a steal by waiting for the ball to be brought down low after the offensive board. Schofield overhelps here and has to sell out to avoid giving up an open 3 to a good shooter. Next, he digs too hard and then takes too long to identify the switch. He can't give up this easy of a look with the weight advantage here. He either has to take a charge or hold his ground and get verticality. He can't move quick enough laterally to prevent penetration on the press and turns his hips too late. Here he plays baseline too heavily, giving up the middle of the court. It isn't a made shot, but the penetration shouldn't have happened. They need to stop here to stay in the game, and Schofield gets blown by. Smaller guards will give him trouble, although dropping some muscle mass could help. He overplays here and gets beat backdoor. And the same thing again here.
Cut backdoor.
He simply gets caught ball watching here, and Hachimura makes him pay. Tennessee has plenty of bodies in the lane here, and Schofield gives up an open look to a hot shooter. Tennessee is playing a 2-3 zone here. Schofield has to drop to prevent that pass. His inexperience in his zone shows here as he gives up the corner 3. This was a really rough game for Schofield as PJ Washington had his way on the block with hook after hook. This at least brings up questions about how much positional versatility will be a strength for Schofield. Schofield plays the middle a little too heavily against Travis, giving up the baseline. Way too late here identifying the drive. Alexander should have been better attached to his man, but Schofield doesn't make his life easier. It should have just been a switch. Too late on the switch here. Playing zone again, Schofield is late on a rotation, or at least communication depending on what their scheme calls for. Here he lets Travis beat him to the board in transition, giving up 3 points. Thanks for watching this episode of the Stat Nerd Draft Report. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any videos, and share so your friends don't either. In the comments section, drop the name of the next incoming rookie you'd like to see a breakdown on.